Lydia had always believed love was sweeter when wrapped in luxury. She grew up watching her mother struggle to pay bills, her father leaving when things got tough, and she swore she would never live that kind of life. From a young age, she told herself she'd only fall in love with a man who could give her everything: cars, jewels, fine dining, and a house with tall glass windows that looked over the city. By her mid-20s, Lydia had mastered the art of attraction. She knew where to go, how to dress, and what to say. The expensive cafes, the elite parties, the rooftop bars. She belonged to none of them, but she made them believe she did. Her beauty opened doors, her confidence kept them open, and her charm made men compete for her attention. She dated rich men, one after another. Each promised her the world, and for a while, she believed them. But luxury came with conditions. One wanted to control her every move. Another used her as decoration at business dinners. A third spoiled her but never cared enough to know her favorite color. Still, wealth meant safety, and safety was love, or so she thought. Then she met Ryan. He wasn't like the others. He didn't drive a flashy car or wear designer suits. He was kind, humble, and spoke with quiet confidence. Lydia noticed him one evening at a friend's birthday dinner. While others boasted about investments and vacations, Ryan talked about building homes for people who couldn't afford one. His simplicity intrigued her. They started seeing each other. Ryan took her to art fairs, picnics, and places that didn't even require a reservation. There were no champagne bottles, no diamond gifts, just laughter, sincerity, and peace. Lydia didn't understand it at first. She missed the luxury, yet she found herself smiling more with Ryan than she ever had in her life. But soon her friends began to talk. "Lydia, you're wasting your beauty on a broke man," they said. "You used to dine with millionaires. Now you're dating someone who can't even afford designer shoes." Their words stung. Deep down, Lydia feared they were right. She liked Ryan, but she also wanted the life she'd always dreamed of. She began to compare again, the simplicity of his world with the glitter of her past. Her heart battled her pride, and pride won. One day, without warning, she left him. She stopped answering his calls, deleted his number, and returned to her old life: expensive restaurants, fancy hotels, and men with gold watches. She told herself she had made the right choice. But at night, when she was alone, she remembered his laughter and the warmth of his eyes. A year passed. Lydia attended a grand charity gala in the city, wearing her most elegant gown. The hall was filled with wealthy faces she recognized, and whispers filled the air about a young billionaire who had made his fortune in real estate. When he walked onto the stage, Lydia froze. It was Ryan. He looked different, stronger, more confident, and surrounded by respect. As he spoke about his foundation that built affordable homes, the crowd applauded. Lydia's heart sank. The man she had walked away from had become everything she thought she wanted, but without losing his humility. After the event, she approached him. "Ryan," she said softly, "I didn't know." He smiled politely. "You didn't want to know." She lowered her gaze. "I was foolish." He nodded slightly. "No, you just had to learn what money can't buy." They stood there for a moment, silence thick between them. She wanted to ask for another chance, but something in his eyes told her it was too late. He had moved on, richer, wiser, and at peace. Lydia left the gala alone. The car waiting for her was luxurious, but the seat beside her was empty. When she got home, she stared at her reflection. Perfect makeup, expensive jewelry, and eyes that told the story of a woman who had everything except the one thing she truly wanted. From that night on, the sound of clinking glasses and polite laughter only reminded her of what she had lost. Love built on wealth had never lasted, but the love that was pure, she had walked away from it. And so, the girl who once loved rich men finally understood. Money could buy her comfort, but not connection. It could fill her wardrobe, but never her heart. It took losing the right man to realize that the richest life is found in love, not luxury.